This is the Mighty Z of MetalgodZradiO, and today we have Drew Rizzo of, Trenton, New Jersey's Midnight Hellion on the phone. Is that right?
That is correct. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. And you are the drummer and the singer, correct?
Oh, no, just the drummer. The singer is Rich Kubik, is also our bassist.
Oh, I'm sorry, you do backup vocals.
Yep, that's correct.
That's cool. And you guys have been in existence, I just bit my tongue, since 2011, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Right? So this year with just a little over a decade, right?
Yeah, we're celebrating our 11th birthday in April.
You are doing a big show for it?
So far, we don't have anything planned yet. In terms of a big anniversary show, we have just one date confirmed so far for the year, which is actually in a couple of weeks in Baltimore, Maryland. We're playing as part of St. Thrasher's Fest. But other than that, we're actually in the planning phases for touring, so we definitely want to have something happening this year in regards to whether it just be a full-on tour or just a celebration show, whatever it may be. But we definitely have some stuff in the works.
And the new album is Kingdom Immortal. Is that right?
That's correct.
And it's your second record.
Yep, the second full-length. First full-length was Condemned to Hell, which came out in 2017.
Were there any things that you wanted to improve on this album or do differently from your first one?
Yeah, I think that the first one definitely could have benefited from the same recording experience that we had on Kingdom Immortal. For Condemned to Hell, what we had done was we recorded it as our schedules permitted and as the studio schedule permitted. And Kingdom Immortal, we did the whole thing for all the recording in 6 days' time. So it was, we definitely were able to capture the energy a lot better and make it more cohesive and capture the moment more versus the start-stop approach that we had to deal with Condemned to Hell, just because we didn't actually block out any time, unfortunately, for that. It was literally, we just took time off of work for Kingdom Immortal to make it happen like that. And the studio we worked at this time had the ability for us to actually literally live there the entire time. So it worked out in all favors with that.
Is there a theme to the new album, or is it more of a collection of songs?
I would say there's lyrically, we definitely have fantasy, reality, and love songs, believe it or not, find their way onto Kingdom Immortal.
And how did that come about?
That just came out organically. Both the music and the lyrics were just something we didn't force. We just made it happen. We just let it happen. We let the magic of it flow. We had a couple of songs that we didn't include on the record just because we didn't feel that they were 100% ready to go yet, and certain parts were being forced. So we're holding them off for record number 3. But these ones, they all made the final cut because it just flowed naturally from the beginning of the song to the end of the song of the actual composing. Lyrically, we got that done pretty quick too, all things considered. So that was just kind of like boom, 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 boom. And it was just nice and easy process, to be quite honest.
And do you all write lyrics?
For this one, it was mainly myself and Rich, as well as my fiance, that did the lyric writing for this. Our guitarist, Charles Kegler, he actually joined the band about 2 months before we entered the studio. So he only really had some input on the leads and the harmonies, as well as some of the arrangement with the structures themselves. But pretty much the entire record was myself and Rich for the earlier part of the composition.
Is there a song or two that stands out to you from the lyrical perspective?
That's a good question. It's kind of like choosing your favorite kids. Because every single one, I would say, has something really cool to offer lyrically. Maybe in Sickness and in Hell. That one's definitely one of the more favorites, I guess you could say, as long as the other children aren't listening. Maybe in Sickness and in Hell, and I guess Rapscallion. Rapscallion was another fun one too. But then again, they all are. So it's kind of hard to choose.
And the artwork for the album, it's pretty amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had commissioned that through Fastener and Larson. Thankfully, they had some time in their schedule available to be able to fit us in. And exceeded everything we wanted from that. We gave them a sketch idea, and they just went to town and created a monster, to say the least.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And now you guys, your Power Chord Productions is your own label. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yep.
And have you given a thought of shipping it out to other labels in the past, or was it always going to be your thing?
We've worked with labels in the past, and our producer, Alex Perialas, had really given some sound advice of why not do something yourself with it and just license it out? Because eventually you're going to have to pay back this money anyway. Everything's going to be recouped. So if you give away your profits a little bit, why not just keep in the full amount initially and then license it out further out down the line? So that's what we're doing with this one. So we've had some label interest of licensing it for different regions. So it's definitely working to plan, thankfully. We were just kind of hoping for the best with it, and so far we're getting the best. So we're pretty pleased with how everything's working out.
And did you record any bonus tracks or covers?
Not for this session, no. We were planning on doing something for this one, but we definitely have some good plans for the third record, which we're going to be working with Alex again on. So definitely keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled for some new material coming, probably within the next couple of years, I'd say, at the most, for the next record. And probably have some stuff out there sooner than that as well.
Tell me something you've never told an interviewer before.
Ooh. About the record itself, let's see. I would say we would really... That's a good question. You stumped me on that one. Okay. The record was actually, I'm sure you know of Alex's previous work, but the amplifiers we've used on this record were actually used on all the albums that he had done in the past. So the same amplifiers that were used on Speak English or Die by Stormtroopers of Death are the same amplifiers we used.
Wow, that's heavy. Sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You were channeling a little bit of S.O.D.?
I think so. I would like to think so, that we channeled some of Scott Ian and Billy Milano, and hopefully got some Charlie Benante and Danny Lilker in there in the mix too.
What drummer artist has inspired you the most?
Oh, I would probably say at this point in my life, Tommy Aldridge would be my number one. Gar Samuelson's a big influence as well as Keith Moon. But I would say probably Tommy Aldridge is my number one at this point in the game.
What's your go-to album for motivation?
Ooh, I would have to say the Michael Schenker Group, first record.
And top 5 albums or songs. Do you still listen to new music?
I haven't been keeping my eye on the radar as much lately, but I do still try to seek things out. One record, I'm not sure if you've heard of it yet, is from my friend's band Psychoprism. They're another Jersey band.
Okay.
They just came out with a record called Rise, R-I-S-E, with periods between each letter. It's a phenomenal record. Really, really, really cool. It came out in November, as well as my friend's band Crucifier. They came out with We Bring the Metal Volume 2 in October. Those two records definitely deserve some attention.
Excellent. Now, what does a dream tour package look like to you?
I would have to say Us, Kiss, Manowar, and Judas Priest.
Ooh, that's solid. Solid AF on that one for sure.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with anybody that might be listening to this?
Definitely like to thank everybody for the support, and I'd like to thank you for having me on the air with you today. Definitely check us out. We are all over the internet, Midnite Hellion, HELLION.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram. We still have a MySpace, Twitter, all that good stuff. So we're easy to find, definitely. And thank you all so much for the support. And thank you for spinning us.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Metal, 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 gods!